Hi, my name is Blessing Abeng, and I'm a branding and communications expert. What this simply means is I help individuals and entrepreneurs identify the value that they have to offer, the unique selling point that they have to offer, and I also help them communicate it. I do this in different capacities, and at the moment, I am the Chief Marketing Officer and co-founder of a platform called Disha. Disha is a platform that helps you create a one-page site in 5 minutes with the comfort of your smartphone. So if you can use Instagram, you can definitely use Disha. And so many creators are using it right now, and it's amazing. Another thing I do is, well, I'm an ecosystem builder. I'm a startup ecosystem builder. And that just simply means that I'm part of communities dedicated to building entrepreneurship communities in Africa. Right now, I'm the co-director of Startup Grind, and I host a show called the Afropreneur Podcast. I do so many things. I'm a mentor, I'm a Wimbiz associate. I do cool things. So if you need someone in the startup system that can help you inspire Africans and help you inspire African entrepreneurs, I'm the one. I think this module is really important because storytelling has been used as a way to pass on messages. You know, they create emotions, they create connections. There is no, I mean, it's not a surprise that people have used this for generations to pass on history and very important information. They spark curiosity and they can't be taken for granted. I think there are 3 particular things that this model solves, and one would be sales, the second would be brand positioning, and then the third would be maybe marketing. Sales in the sense that everybody needs to make money, you know, everybody needs profits. Everybody needs to be able to get their product out there, get people to buy in to not just the business, but not just the product, but also the business. And so storytelling helps you craft amazing sales pitch. It helps you get the customers on board, get them interested. The brand positioning aspect of it is you want to be top of mind. You want to be remembered for something as something. So you don't want to leave it to chance. You don't want people to craft their own stories about you that is not in line with what you want. You know, your intended story must end up being your perceived story. And so I think brand positioning is important. And then marketing just helps you kill these 2 birds with 1 stone. First, I would say every entrepreneur who wants to start a business, you totally should take this module. Then the marketing and sales team, you guys have to be on board with this model too. But most importantly, every single entrepreneur, employee within the business should also take this module, because every staff is an evangelist for the company. You know, you're consistently giving a sales pitch. People reach out to you and they're like, where do you work? And you mentioned where you work. And at that point, you're in your conversations while you're having drinks, you will need to say a little bit about what you do where you work. And you need to be able to tell a good story about your company. So yes, the entrepreneur, yes, the marketing and sales team, but also every staff of the company. I think one of the most important lessons to learn in this module is the ability to have a goal while crafting your story. So it's not enough to decide that you want to tell a story, but you need to know what you want that story to do. Do you want that story to craft an action, like, you know, trigger an action in someone, trigger an emotion? What do you want your story to do? Do you want it to sell a product? You have to be clear, because it's going to affect how you tell that story. My favorite aspect in this model is the know your audience part. So I give this illustration all the time. If you try to use a worm to catch a shark, you will catch every other fish but the shark that you want. So knowing your audience is super important. You need to know who you want to tell that story to. You need to know what story you're telling them. And if that audience is a child, your approach is totally going to be different from if that audience is an old man, or if that audience is a young person, or a millennial, or corporate person. It changes, you know. The people who love Marvel are not the same exact people who love rom-coms, you know. So you just knowing that can change your life completely. So my thought on digital literacy and entrepreneurship. I personally think that there are 3 important things in life, you know, maybe 4. Everybody goes shelter, food, and clothing, right? And now the internet, obviously, because we can't live without it, you know. Just the way you need land and shelter in real life, you also need shelter on the digital level, you know. It has solved the problem of both transportation and shelter, as in you have your own land digitally, you are breaking bars, you're limitless, you can reach anyone and anywhere without having to leave your seat, you know. So as an entrepreneur, you need to be able to harness this to your advantage. You need to be able to say, I want to be able to talk to someone in the US and sit in the comfort of your home from your phone or laptop and do business. Don't limit yourself by restricting your digital access.